All greetings in all languages. نحن سعداء اليوم. Over 400 participants registered online from cooperatives mainly, and already 66 artisans from Sidi Bouzid and Sfax. So CraftExports' main objective is to support artisans of aromatic and medicinal plants and olive wood clusters by offering them an online platform, allowing them to connect with local and international professional buyers. This event is very important, but the continuation or its continuation is even more important for us. And we wish, through the digital platform launched by this occasion, to create more opportunities for Tunisian artisans and international importing companies. Our ambition is to duplicate this experience, the ASEA experience, in other artisanal sectors in Tunisia, and to make from ASEA an engine for the handicraft sector in Tunisia. Shortly after the speeches of our honorable guests, you will watch the presentations of the products of the Wikipalm and olive wood clusters by some of our best artisans in the country. They are all very creative, hardworking, professional, and passionate about what they do. So I would like to at the end of my note to thank warmly the U.S. Department of State, the U.S. Embassy in Tunisia for the trust granted to FHI 360 to implement the project, and thank also ONAT for the wonderful partnership. Welcome everyone to CraftExports, and thank you very much.
شكرا لك. شكرا محمد أمين زديري مدير مشروع ASEA وأثرت نقاط مهمة.
Thank you, Mohammed Ali Zdiri. You raised a lot of important points. The success of this project will open doors to other projects and more specialties. Thank you to all those who believed in this project, among which the National Board for Handicraft, Mr. Fawzi Belahlima, the General Director of this institution, is now with us. He will take the floor. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the US to Tunis, the representatives of the Association Rashid FHI 360, our followers on the internet and participants. I would like to welcome His Excellency, the Ambassador of the US to Tunisia, for accepting to attend this first virtual fair, CraftExport Tunisia 2021. I would like to thank him for his continuous support for the sector of handicraft activities. I would like to welcome all the attendees. Ladies and gentlemen, today, thanks to the support we received from the American side, the handicraft sector is practically advancing with certainty in the 21st century with the organization of this fair. It's a reason of honor for us. It is, of course, a fair that is dedicated to the products of handicraft in Tunisia. Ladies and gentlemen, this fair is a proof, an additional proof of the solidity of the Tunisian-American partnership.
in this field. Figures do confirm the success and the efficiency of our common work in this field. As part of this, I would like to inform you that the American market has become the first destination of the Tunisian handicraft products since 2018. In 2020, despite the impacts caused by COVID-19, the exports of the handicrafts
بلغت 25.8 مليون دينار مقابل 17.7 مليون دينار سنة 2019، أي بنسبة تطور تفوق 31%، وهي من الأرقام القليلة التي شهدت تطورا خلال سنة 2020 في كل القطاعات التونسية، في القطاعات الاقتصادية في تونس، وهي تمثل أكثر من 30% من الحجم الجملي لصادرات منتجات الصناعات التقليدية بالنسبة لسنة 2020. حضرات السيدات والسادة، كما تعلمون فإن قطاع الصناعات التقليدية يشغل ما يناهز 350 ألف حرفية وحرفي متواجدين خاصة بالجهات أقل نمو في البلاد التونسية، وهم يمثلون تقريبا حدود 70%. كما يمثل العنصر النسائي أكثر من 83%. ويعتبر هذا القطاع أساسيا في دفع عجلة التنمية وتحقيق المساواة بين الجنسين وبين الجهات، إلى جانب المساهمة في الحفاظ على السلم الاجتماعي بتونس بصفة عامة. حضرات السيدات والسادة، أن سفارة الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية بتونس آمنت بالقدرات التنموية لقطاع الصناعة التقليدية، وبينت الأرقام مدى صحة هذا الخيار، ونحن نعول عليها لمزيد دعم هذا القطاع. حضرات السيدات والسادة، اسمحوا لي أن أتوجه مجددا بجزيل الشكر لسعادة سفير الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ولمصالح السفارة الأمريكية بتونس ولبرنامج الأمريكي CLDP ولشركائنا من جمعية أفاشي 360 على حسن تعاونهم لفائدة قطاع الصناعات التقليدية. ولا يسعني في ختام كلمتي إلا أن أجدد الشكر والتقدير والترحاب لكافة الحاضرين، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
شكرا لك. شكرا لك مرة أخرى سي فوزي بن حليمة، مدير العام للديوان الوطني للصناعات التقليدية. والكلمة الآن لسعادة سفير الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية بتونس السيد دونالد بلوم.
السلامة ومرحبا بكم.
Hello and welcome to all of you. I am glad to be with you today in this virtual fair. My warm welcomes to the FHI 360 for the organization of the fair CraftExports Tunisia. This fair gives us the possibility to introduce the handicrafts and women and men from all Tunisia and show the U.S. support to them. The program ACEA with $5.6 million supports Tunisian craftsmen and women, especially rural women, in order to improve their technical skills and of course, to promote their local products and to invade or conquer new markets. The U.S. is, of course, paying a lot of attention to handicraft in Tunisia, and this is also due to this program or project. During the last 10 years, the exports to the U.S. has increased a lot. Moved from 1 million dinars in 2011 to 25.8 million dinars in 2020. We would like to congratulate Mabrouka Athmini, the chair of the association Al Baraka, and Hafida Khadraoui from the Association Takruna. Both of them are present with us virtually, and they've been supported by the program project ACEA. They have Mabruka has obtained Mabruka and Haftina have obtained a certificate or an authorization to export essential oils and their byproducts. In addition to this, there's been we have, of course, the Association of Barqa has signed the first export agreement with the company Fiqabla from France. You have honored us, and all my congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm still not done. Please, sir. The crafts people, thank you very much for your endeavor and innovation last year, despite Corona and its impacts. Hopefully, of course, we'll be moving forward. All the time, we have supported the ACEA as a project. It's a means, of course, used by the US in order to empower Tunisians to cope with the economic impacts of Corona, and the embassy is helping more than 13,000 SMEs in Tunisia. It is also giving direct grants in order to help them fight the impacts caused by COVID-19. We are honored of our collaboration with the Tunisian government and with Tunisians in order to support craftspeople and to improve the lives of these people who have invested in these projects and to improve their situation.
رمضانكم مبروك.
Thank you very much. May God bless you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. As I said, there are so many interesting points and elements of honor. Mabruka is a sort of locomotive, and this is the bet, the stake we are having throughout this virtual activity. Of course, there is the commercial side. We rely on you all over the world, but there is also the social impact and the symbolism and the means available and the distances, crosses, and sacrifices made. If you want, you can interact with us and ask your questions to know the products, to know how they are produced, the raw materials used, etc. during the presentation. You talked, Your Excellency, you talked about the different provinces of the country. Every product it can be a commercial product, but it also bears a whole story. So today we will discover 6 provinces, a number of cities and villages and traditions, which of course will be a good opportunity to have an idea about this opportunity. So as a first step, we will deal with the olive wood. So we have a link or an email address that you can use where you can make your purchases. You can do it also on the website of ACA directly. As you can see here, we will start with the chess game. There is a lot of interest. We see all the world, of course, with Netflix. As I told you, we will talk about olive wood, and we will talk about this from all perspectives. We will talk about the project, but we will also talk about the products for the kitchen, for the bathrooms, the products we can use also where there is a lot of innovation, and this will be done throughout a certain number of witnesses. And we will go directly with Mr. Ahmed Shari, who is a member of the cluster dedicated to olive wood. He will talk about the sector, and he will talk about the approach of developing this sector.
Good morning, good afternoon, sorry, good afternoon, Your Excellency, the ambassadors, good afternoon to all of you. I am from Sfax. I am working in olive wood. As you know, Tunisia is a beautiful country. It's beautiful for many reasons. We called our country the Tunisia the green because there are many trees, and among them the olive tree. There are in Tunisia around 95,000 of olive trees. We have new trees and we have old ones. And the percentage of old trees are around 70 million trees. And they are age 100 and others are 3,000 years old, dating back from the Roman era. Just to understand that the olive tree is a very old tree in Tunisia. The olive wood in Tunisia is considered to be the best in the world. Its features, it has a very nice design, and it offers also not only beauty but also quality. It's a biological, it's 100 a biological item. It has no impact. And these wood helped to be used in farming. So if in the past with the equipment was quite a raw equipment made out of wood, and it was not like today. If you remember, there were many plowing instruments based from wood. In 2020, the Tunisian craftsmen has improved the quality, and today there are more than 700 manufacturers to produce wooden items, and it employs actually more than 10,000 human resources. And Tunisia is considered to be the first, among the first countries to produce and to export in terms of volume wooden item. And as mentioned by our dear friend here, the production in Tunisia is around 90% or more. 90% is for export, 10% is used for making the plowing tools like the handle and other things. These the items that are in line now with modern tools, so kitchenware, is becoming very popular as a kitchenware, and it is very popular also in the international markets in the world. They are, for example, we deal with America, Europe, Asia. These are the most important areas with where we export our wooden items, especially that the Tunisian wood is very special. It's an old wood. It has no it's very genuine, it's organic, it's safe, it's 100% healthy, with no harm. farm. So I have a question. There are many questions here just to enlighten the people who are following us, because you spoke about how you use this wood. So how can we actually preserve this resource and at the same time use it? And what type of remedy do you use also on the wood? And is it also organic and healthy? Well, it's a relevant question. In Tunisia, there is 20,000 old trees, and I mean, there are some trees that can no longer produce at a certain age. So we try to renew the trees, eradicate it, and renew it in order to preserve the resource. In the last statistics, there are 1,000 trees that should be eradicated because they are no longer productive. And we've been spending 10 years working on this. So now, what are also the substances that you use to remedy this wood? We are using actually, organic and natural materials. The wood is normally put in salted water. And then after that, we work on this wood, and I believe that salt and water are natural, very natural. So let's talk now about the commercial aspects, just to answer the people who are following us from all over the world. We know that now there are different time zones, and people are following us. So the question is there a possibility to have a cooperative among these craftsmen? And can we, for example, ensure the production of 10,000 items? Of course, this is what we are doing among ourselves, among the craftspeople. If we need a high production, of course, we try to help each other. And in case there is a big international market, we can ensure a grouping of this production, and we are able to meet the needs. We have also the workforce, and we are able to, of course, meet the needs. Thank you very much, Mr. Shari. We've been talking about the olive tree, and we talked about Sfax and Sidi Bouzid as well. Just to tell you that Tunisia actually is covered by olive groves, and just to indicate that there is big potentials in Tunisia. Thank you very much. Well done. We are going to continue and discover other aspects about this olive wood, and I would like to invite another speaker, and she will be focusing mainly on kitchenware. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the participants, Your Excellency, the Ambassador. I am from Sidi Bouzid. I work also on wood, olive wood, and I would like to talk about my production. And we know that this wood presents lots of features. It's very healthy and useful. I'm going to show you my productions and the items I brought here. So among the kitchenware that we use in all kitchens and in all Tunisian families, I will start first with the spoons. There are different types of spoons. You see, this spoon is used in the kitchen. It has no negative impact on our cooking, it does not leave any smell in the food. And whenever we stir in the pan, I mean, it does not even cause any harm to the food, neither to the container and the pans. So I see here that there are a variety of items, and probably there are some complexity in manufacturing this. So how does it work? Do you prepare your design first, and how do you sculpture it? So could you please elaborate on this? We take, for example, a plastic spoon. We try to take a pen and draw it. And then we take the wood, the olive wood, and then we cut it, and then we use different processes. And as you can see, the color of the olive wood is well kept, and then we add olive oil so that the item is very shiny. So here you're saying that each item is quite special and unique. Yes, as you can see here, they are quite unique. What else do you have? So we have the mortar here. I know this is much heavier than the other mortar. We use it as a decorative item in our kitchen. So whenever we would like to use these wood items with other mechanisms. So, for example, you can have an additional substance or an additional mechanism to add on these item. So this mechanism is also made out of these olive wood, for example, to ground black peppers. So we try to fix it on the wood and on the olive wood. I would like to thank you so much. And just last word to convince the people to buy these items. Why should people buy your items? Don't watch. Don't look at me, look at the camera. I would like to invite all those who are listening to me and watching me to try these olive wood items because they really give you a different taste in the cook, and they are also very decorative, and I recommend you to use them. So what's about your brand? Do you, do you only produce kitchenware or other things? I also do accessories, and I have fragrances with the brand called Yakut. I also manufactured tables with different mixtures. So I'm not only focusing on kitchenware. So it means that there is a variety of items and there is a possibility to develop all this. Indeed, I also made an accessories, a mixture between the epoxy and the olive wood. Well done. Thank you so much. Let's take the mic, and you can. So now I would like to invite Ashraf Aloulou, a member from Cluster, and we would like to talk about also his venture. And it's nice to have this experience from these different craftspeople. And you started actually, Ashraf, at the age of 16, quite early, and now you reached a different level. You developed your business, and you have now a big team. Indeed. So we developed our quality and developed our production. So yes, what changed from your father's, for example, production to you, and what will be your ambition as well? So we did lots of modification in order to be in compliance with the modernity and the fashion. So we just wanted to say that you have 30 people working with you so that you can offer a good quality and a good production. Well, good afternoon and welcome all to the participants I would like to talk about olive wood. I am Ashraf Alouna. I am a craftsman from Sfax. Today, I'm here to talk about my area, so specifically about Sfax, and talk about these production in general. This include all heritage and cultural heritage. There were lots of development that have been done in order, as I said, to be in line with the fashion and the modernity of these type of items. And we find in these products, we use very old olive woods. And thanks to the aging of this wood, we obtain high quality of wood with specific color, and also it's very resilient, and it's very famous in the world. So now I would like to show you my products. Please come, show us. What do you have here? So you spoke about variety of use. Indeed, as we explained before, we can use them in the kitchen. We can also use it as a chess here a game, as you can see it here. This is quite a modern item. It's done based on these olive wood. It's a very beautiful chessboard. It's something new, and it was made out of olive wood. You know that this game is quite popular around the world, and now we are back to this game. There are other games probably that could be done out of olive wood. Exactly. We can develop other items, and the wood can be also manufactured in different ways. And this is a candle holder. So you can have lights with this, and it has a romantic lighting. Yeah, right. And whenever you see these olive wood items, you feel that there is a specific soul to it, a specific taste and unique taste. With the questions we receive from all over the world, here we ask you whether there is a possibility to get samples in order also to make a market survey. Is there a possibility to send samples? Yes, indeed. We can send samples. We can send, high quality samples. And so I hope that the people who are watching us to try out these items, they have to experience it. And I'm sure and I'm convinced that they will be very happy about the high quality offered by this item. And again, we are able to produce the needed quantity. So is it also possible to have a list of all these items? Well, it's a long list so far. Yeah. And you can offer different types. Yes, indeed. They can ask for kitchenware or games, or and we can achieve all this. So thank you so much. Thank you for enlightening us, and good luck. Let's continue. Ibrahim Trabilsi, please, could you join us? Ibrahim, you are going to talk about export opportunities, and especially about the commercial aspect.
Before talking about these opportunities to conquer markets and export, I can watch Hollywood like anybody else. I am a professional. I work in this field, and each item for me has a history for me. And I guess each professional or craftsman has a story with the items. I think it's difficult for any handicraft to produce the same thing exactly like his colleague before. So each one has his own or personal touch. We cannot be exactly the same when we talk about handicraft. It's an art. And of course, quality is very important because we all know that Tunisia has quality. Its olive trees are organic. And of course, it's good to remind everybody about the importance of quality. Quality is very important. Quantity is important, but quality also. Yes, for sure. As we say, in collaboration with the members of the different partners we have, we were able to meet and to create, of course, groups of work. And I thank all these partners who gave us this opportunity to be united in our collaboration. So now any client can ask for any quantity, whether small or big. He will have it with the necessary quality. If you produce 10 pieces or 10,000 pieces, the quality, be sure, will be good. So we thank all those who are supporting us from the ACEA concerning exports. We started exporting olive wood since 3 decades now. And currently we are exporting to 3 continents, America, Asia, and Europe. And we are capable uh, to reach other continents. Our dream is to make our products reach the farthest places in the world, because I feel that the local products are heart touching. It impacts those who have a fine taste. So actually, olive wood is a very, very noble product. And I wish this opportunity will give us the possibility to make this product enter all houses across the world. But most of all, we want to enter
يكونوا سعداء
across the globe. And we're honored and happy about our products. And we promise that our trust will be, of course, our relationship will be based on trust, and we will be able to absorb or get more orders respecting the quality and the innovation aspect. I would like to interact with you because I try to imagine the questions that might be asked by anybody when they listen to you. People who would like to buy big quantities from you need some guarantees, of course. One of the things one can ask, how can we preserve the quality of the products in the transportation conditions, containers, and so on. So as I said, that the ACEA has helped us, supported us, it gave us advantages, and it gave us somebody who can coach us and help us in the process of exporting. So, if the product goes from Fax to Sidi Bouzid, it will be there in a certain condition, and if it gives Fax to Perth in Australia, it will have the same quality. So, of course, packaging is very important, and we have made tests, and there are no problems so far. Yes, I still have a question. What about the timelines? So for the US, for example, how long does it take? I cannot tell you exactly, to be honest with you. As I said before, we promise to be honest and to be trustful. So we cannot lie to people and tell them the product will reach within 1 month or 2 months. It depends on the order and the quantity. But one thing we are committed to is quality. So it depends on the quantity. Whenever we know the quantity, we can know the timelines, and of course, and uh, and we will be able to give all guarantees for all parties, the customer and the craftspeople, in order to protect the rights of everybody. Thank you, Mr. Traversi. Wish you all the success. Please clap your hands. for Kitchenware Shari, from Asil Gharbi, Ashraf Alulu, and Brahim Chadelsi. This was a sample dedicated to olive wood. As for the participants, you can take a look at the samples, and of course, we would like to remind you that you can ask all questions, and we can, of course, answer those questions and give you all the necessary clarifications. I would like to tell you that the individual appointments with the craftspeople are possible through the platform. Go to Hong Kong, and let me remind you that the platform will remain online after this activity, of course. And you can, of course, go to the site and have an introduction of the different products, and you can make your purchases directly. So we talked about olive wood. In a while, we will discover something else. We will talk about medicinal plants and aromatic plants. We will discover this with Dr. Shakir Slaimi, member of the Equipam cluster, who will introduce this sector, which is not so well known, but it needs a certain number of certifications. And of course, we will see the region of the northwest of Tunisia. This is an invitation to go for tourism there. We will go and discover the northwest of Tunisia and see what it offers. We will also have an idea about the different experiences throughout Madame Noura Nwiwi. We will talk about the forests and the most important plants that are exploited in the Tunisian forests, and at the same time the respect of the environment and nature. Madam Sonia Gamoudi is in Siliana. We will talk with her. We will talk about the GDA Safa, and we will see the products that have been treated. We will talk about essential oils and dried plants and other products. And so we will continue later with Mrs. Adil Tisali. She will talk about the treasures of the South. This title is so attractive. So we will take a short break and we continue. Thank you.
باش نرجعوا بعد لحظات من فضلكم كان نرجع لمكاننا. شكرا من فضلكم. نجد لكم التحية من فضلكم كان نرجعوا نجلسوا باش نطلقوا بعد لحظات.
Can we resume? To resume the session.
مرحبا بكم من جديد. سعيد جدا بحضوري معكم مرة أخرى في النسخة الأولى من هذه السوق الافتراضية. موجودين معنا من كل أنحاء العالم، والنظرة اليوم مسلطة على المنتوجات التونسية. زوج محاور أساسية وتحكم من جهة على خشب الزيتون ومن جهة على النباتات العطرية والطبية. بعد نشوفوا المنافع، نشوفوا أيضا أبرز المنتوجات وأبرز النباتات. كما كل شيء نذكركم أنه موجودين هنا باش نجاوبوا على أبرز أسئلتكم واستفساراتكم، باش نحاول نقدم لكم المعلومة والإضافة. يكفي أنكم تطرحوا السؤال. سبحان الله شوي فقط كمان جوست بس أنه نطرحوا الأسئلة أو نجاوبوا عليها بالطبيعة، وأنه عندكم فرصة أنكم يكون عندكم مواعيد خصوصية أو فردية مع مقدمي هذه المنتوجات. تحية خاصة بالطبيعة لكل من ساهم من قريب ومن بعيد، وتحية خاصة للحرفيات والحرفيين أيضا. وطبعا اليوم كما قلنا هو تتويج لمسار الدراسة منذ 2017. اليوم نسير في خدمتكم وفي خدمة الجميع. لكن قبل ما نمر بالنسبة للنباتات الطبيعية والعطرية، البلونت أروماتيك الميديسينال، البالم هذوما كانوا ثروة ومتخلين عندنا بلاد تاع ثروة وجهة من الجمهورية التونسية اللي هي الشمال. علاش اختيار الشمال؟ شنو الخصوصية؟ وأيضا علاش هذا النوع من التوجه والتنظم؟ علاش نستمر؟ علاش اختيار هذه المنهجية والفلسفة؟ الإجابة تجينا الآن من عند الدكتور شاكر السلامي، عضو كلاستر ويكيبان طبعا، واللي باش يفسر لنا يمكن التصور الكامل والشامل فيما يخص قطاع كامل وخاصة مجموعة كاملة في الشمال الغربي. الدكتور شاكر السلامي تتفضل بحضنا. تصفيقة كبيرة. دكتور شاكر السلامي، يمكن نسمح لنفسي اني اقدمك انك عندك ثنائيه تعمل كيف، اللي هي رجل ميدان، رجل تقاليد، وايضا رجل علم. اذا الربط ما بين الاشياء هذه يسمح لك اليوم انك تقدم نظره جديده، انك تقوم بتعطيل بمرافقه وتعتبر خاصه انه اليوم فما ناس اللي يستحقوا هذه المرافقه لانهم عندهم امكانيات وطاقات عجيبه. نحكيو على نساء الشمال الغربي. دكتور كمالي.
شكرا سيمان على الترحاب والتقديم الهائل. شكرا للحاضرين، ليزورغانيزاتور، السيدات والسادة اللي حاضرين معنا في البث المباشر. لأن اليوم باش نحكي لكم حكاية الجزء زوز أجزاء. الجزء الأول على الشمال الغربي، شنو هو، كيف موجود، شنو هو التحضر، شنو هو الثروات. الجزء الثاني كيفاش وصلنا نثمنوا ونطوروا المنتوج تاع شمال غربي في النباتات الطبية والعطرية بالعلم والمعرفة. العلم والمعرفة مش حاجات جديدة كهو، هي تراث الجدود وكالصنعة في يد النساء والرجال نتاع الجيل. أنا شاكر سليم دكتور في بيوتي تكنولوجيا، ولدي جامعة التونسية، تقليد صحيح فرنسا، ورجعت لبلادي بعثت مشروع اسمه جيولوجيا في دراسة تثمين النباتات الطبية والعطرية، وتوا معناها باحث وعضو ورئيس.
I am a researcher and I am the chair of the Wikipan cluster, northwest of Tunisia, includes 3 districts with lots of natural resources. We have the water resources, the forestry, also the environmental resources, but today I will focus mainly on the medicinal and aromatic plants. These plants are located in the forest, and we are trying actually to preserve our forests in Tunisia, and we try also to plant these plants. And we would like that our products that is going to be sold in Tunisia or abroad could offer high quality and high usage. There are different features in these aromatic and medicinal plants that have been used by our ancestors in mainly in cooking and in medicines, etc. Let's say that in the past we did not really valorize these plants, and according to the statistics, this represents around 8% of the Tunisian exports. In Tunisia, we know that the major productions are olive oils and dates, but we also have to speak about these aromatic and medicinal plants which offer high quality. In the farming sector, there are many people who tried to work on this. However, there are no more than 5% working in this field. In Tunisia, there are more than 280 plants and which have a lot of added value. Then, with the cluster Wikipan, initiated by the US Embassy and the 360 FSC, we set up these cluster in 2018. It includes different organizations, companies, institutions, both public and private institutions. There are 15 professional groupings called GDA. There are also different associations. There are also 6 universities and research centers and around 15 institutions, such as I mentioned before, the professional groupings, which helped us valorize our local products. We established some working groups, and I would like to thank all these working groups. There are some of them present and others who are not here. We had also people helping us from different regions, from the different centers, and there was a scientific also group which helped us. There was a marketing group who helped us to market these items. We had also packaging work that could, give this image of the Northwest work. There was lots of biological certification and accreditation because today there is a big request for biological production. and there is also a focus on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to go back on these natural products. And there is also a logistic group, as I said. So I repeat, an export group, the logistic group, a marketing group, a scientific group, and a training and coaching group. And when we speak about the Wikipam class, we are actually dealing with a family. We are dealing with the northwest areas, which have lots of women. There are 30 women in this cluster who are now qualified, and they are able to talk about all the virtues of these plants. They are able to describe all the benefits of these plants. They can talk about also the whole cycle of the plants. And whenever we talk about the olive, the essential oils, with the dry plants, with the biological ingredients, we are really able to give all the benefits of all this. So, in summary, I just wanted to conclude by saying that there is a whole family working on these initiative with all the institutions, with all these craftspeople, in order to offer you a good quality product. So I recommend you really to purchase their items. There is a social, economic, and cultural impact. So please buy it and benefit from it, and encourage especially these crafts people. And now we are available to answer your questions. And thank you for your attention. Thank you very much indeed. And again, I would like to refer to the heart and to the brain. And when we combine both the brain and the heart, like you are a person who is educated, who majored in Tunisia, who went abroad, etc., and who now understood about these importance of the natural resources, and you understood that people, even if they didn't go to school, they know exactly how to describe these plants, their life cycles, etc. And you also mentioned that this is a long way to take in order to have this final product, because it involves certification, marketing, logistic. All this is an example of all the work that is being done to have these items, and this shows us the value of this item. It's really a long process, and the people who are participating with us all over the world understand, as I said, the value of all these items. And thank you again for enlightening us. So we are going to continue with testimonies, and now we are going to see the varieties of these plants located in the northwest. We'll speak about these plants, as I said, and we will speak about all the cultivated plants and the crops which exist up north. And I would like now to invite Noura. Really welcome now. Big applause to Noura, please. Welcome, Noura. Welcome. Welcome to you.
Welcome, everybody. Before introducing myself, I would like to tell you about a story. But before this, I would like to thank all those who participated in making this dream come true. I would like to thank the American Embassy and the State Department and the people of America. I would like to thank also the National Office of Handicraft and its General Director. Thank you for your support and enabling this success. Noura Nwiwi, I'm the Executive Director of the Association Dial Khaira in Braham. I'm a member of the Wikipam cluster under the deputy. I'm the deputy chair of DDA and Shakira Imran. I am one of the thousands of women who live in the forest and who know all its plants like they know the names of their children. The northwest of Tunisia is an extremely rich area with plants. We have different plants during history. Women knew how to use these plants. They knew that some of them can reduce fever, also other plants that can be good to heal people from stomach diseases. Rosemary, how we can use all these plants, even burns can be also treated. We have a special oil extracted from our plants that can be used. So all women in the northwest of Tunisia know how to exploit and use these plants. This wealth, I'm not telling you that we are destroying the forest. We are giving the opportunity to the forest to renew itself, and therefore we are protecting the forest. Our dream is has become already big now with the program IGEA and HNFI 360. We were doing a good job in the past, but we were very scattered. Those who are in Beja, those who are in Ibrahim, those are in the village of Zabouk near the Algerian border. Nobody knew about them, but they came to us, they trained us, and they have become one piece. And we are selling online. We are 11 groupings which are selling their products online. This is an achievement already. The second achievement is that we are not relying on the forest only, but we are planting, cultivating. We are having nurseries, and we are trying to become to make our dream become bigger and reach the whole globe. The forest is surely very rich with plants, but there are some plants which do not exist. So we're going to plant some rare plants. Some of them have been used by the pharaohs of Egypt, and we're trying to introduce different kinds of plants that we don't have in the forest, and we know exactly where they should be planted, how we can dry them, how we can, of course, make the distillation. So rural women are not only rural women as we intend them before, because in the past people who did not to give their importance to rural women. They used to think that rural women are illiterate women. Nowadays, these women can play a very important role in the economy of the country, and they can come. They can become make their dream become true. I can tell you about the relationship of craftswomen with nature. It's a love story. These women live with the forest. They love it. They live with the forest. And these women know, as I told you, all the names of the different plants one by one. They know how they can dry them, how they can do the distillation, where they should put them in the sun or in the shade, despite the fact that they are illiterate. And sometimes nature is generous and sometimes it's not. So women know exactly how the cycle works. And now with the greenhouse effect, with the scarcity of water and rain, we know what are the plants that can resist dryness. So we know also how to reduce water so that the plant can resist and survive. We know all the different uses in order to exploit these plants in the best conditions. So I could never imagine myself being represented worldwide today. We have orders from abroad, we have all the certifications and authorizations that we are obtaining. With this event today, our products will reach the whole world. Thank you. Some questions and some interaction. Maybe I will shift from the dreams you were talking about to pragmatic things and realistic things. Someone is asking, is there any possibility to see the packaging change according to the customer? For example, he can put his own logo. Is it possible to do this with your packaging? And another question, what about the prices? Whenever you sell these plants in, of course, bulk or packaged. Do the prices change? Of course, when we do it with a wholesale basis, the the price can change. So it changes from oil to oil, from plant to plant. It also can change from according to the size of the plants that have been dried. And we have also dealt with the customers who buy the products bulk and they put their own tickets or brand. But there is this possibility. We are open to all suggestions. Our customers can choose whatever they want, and we will give them whatever they want. So concerning the obtention of the contacts of the craftsmen and women, it's already available on the site you see in front of you. You can contact them directly to make individual appointments or personal appointments. So we will now continue the opportunities available with Sonia Gammoudi, who is a member of the Wikipam cluster. She will talk about the essential oils and, of course, vegetal oils and essential oils. Sonia Gammoudi will talk about all this right now. Welcome. Good afternoon to all our attendees here and online. I am Sonia Gammoudi. I'm the chair of GDA Safa, member of the Wikipam cluster. Today, I will talk about the products, different products of the northwest of Tunisia. We have essential oils, vegetal oils, dried plants. I will talk about the details related to the treatment of these products. So, as you know, women go to the forest and to pick their plants. As I said before, it's very important to protect them and these plants represent children, like our own children. So we feed them, we take care of them, we protect them and preserve them. This is important. We are already trained in this process also of distillation until the packaging process. After we pick our plants, we dry them. Here we have two components. We have plants that will be dried and others which will be prepared for distillation. So once we do the distillation and once we do obtain two different products, the essential oils and the hydrolat. Here, as you know, we have plants that can give us, the same plant can give us at the same time vegetal oils and oil and an essential oil, like the laurel plant, and of course there are other plants that can give us only essential oils, like juniper, like rosemary, and many other plants. So we work together as a group of GDA. We have a cluster where we need to work together with a whole solidarity. We need to know how we can overcome our problems, and we can do this by being united. As you know, unity makes you powerful. So we need to guarantee the quantities that are requested. We need to offer the quantities to the different groupings, and we will use these quantities that are needed. We will, of course, provide them in detail or bulk. And we will not stop at this level, of course, but we will focus on other products. So these products, for instance, will be valorized. We will use them as massage oils, cosmetic oils, and we will give them an added value. That's it for me. Thank you for the invitation. And thank you very much for the initiative to organize this fair. I would like to thank you so much, but you are talking about values, about being, about solidarity. You talked about common challenges. These are very important values. We need to work hand in hand, as you said. So you said before that women used to be at home in the beginning, and now life has changed, and the relationship with their work has changed. We can only congratulate you for this. And the social reality that was described by Mr. Slamy before was very, of course, important. Of course, if you have questions regarding orders, you can you can use the platform. You go directly on the site. I have a question to Mr. Mohammed Amin Stiri. I will give you a microphone. And concerning the project AECA can, of course, take under its responsibility the tests of certification. Yes, Mahdi, indeed, the project ACEA will, of course, cover these fees of certification. And if there are buyers who ask you for these specific tests, physical, chemical ones, or others, or technical tests made by labs, whether in Tunisia or outside Tunisia, the project can cover these expenses. So our support for the of the project goes through different phases, from production to packaging to any other thing that can ensure success to the project. Thank you. The answer is very clear, and the message has been.
التيست ولا غيره يظهر لي فما نوع من التعهد اللي واضح وجلي. نختم معك هذه التساوي كنوز الشمال من برقه نحكيو معك هذه اليوم على التكامل
about the different items. Could you come please and show us these different packaging that you are offering, and if you can describe them. Thank you. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to the participants and viewers. I am from the northwest, specifically from Barca. I'm going to talk about the Wikipam. This is a Wikipam cluster. We wanted to valorize our products, and we decided to group all our products in order to give more value, and we decided to have these brand Wikipam. So Wiki means group work, and MAP or PAM in French, which is the medicinal and aromatic plants. The packaging is actually describing the local products, and as you can see here, we have the basil, we have the eucalyptus, the thyme, the rosemary, the Kitchenware. So I would like to see if your package is indicated made in Tunisia. Indeed, you can see the tag here, and show it on the video, please. Show it. So on the tag, you have the name of the plant. You have the property, the description, how to use it, and you got the Wikipam brand, and also made in Tunisia. This is a small bottle in glass, in smoked glass. We have also dry plants. We have, as we said, the different mountain plants. You can see here the packaging is ecological board, and it takes 50 grams. So you always try to be respectful of the environment. Even the packaging is biological. Indeed, it's ecological, and there is the oil plant. This is produced from a certain type of fruits. So all our families up north are using this oil. It presents lots of benefits, and all families, as I said, are using it. We are using this package, and you have all the description, the origin, how it is used, I mean, as a medicine and also as a cosmetic product. These are all items from the Wikipam brand. There are 13 productions, and we obtained biological certification, and then we are continuing to work on equitable trade requested by our customer. We hope also to improve our products, develop the olive oil and the dry plants, and we hope to also have distilled water. This is distilled from plants taken from the forest, from forest. So I hope that our products will be exported worldwide. Of course, this is what we wish for you, especially that there is a request for that, and you got all the guarantees. And of course, you should not speak about only luck, but work hard. And you started really to be in the same rationale of working hard and of marketing these excellent items. You can go on Google, type all these plants, and you will see all the benefits of these natural plants, and these are plants used in paramedics and everywhere. So thank you very much for these contribution, Edil Tissewi. Thank you for enlightening us, and all our greetings for Tabarka. Well, you have we started hearing Dr. Slemi, and then Sonia Gamoudi and Hedil. All of them spoke about these aromatic and medicinal plants. These are magical plants coming from the Tunisian forest in northwest of Tunisia. This is a magic resource, and before this we discovered the olive wood work and its benefits. And we said that today there is a big stock of these items because they are very old olive trees that have been converted and transformed in all these products. Of course, again, being respectful of the environment, and you understood all that this is a human venture. This is based on dreams, expectations, and especially that today these people are ready to be tested, and they are ready that you evaluate their items. So I want again to thank you all and greet you all. I would like also to thank those who couldn't physically attend, and I would like to greet Jenny and George and Nancy and all who are connecting from the different parts of the world. I look forward to having you next time in Tunisia. We can then travel around Tunisia, in Sfax, in Sidi Bouzid up north, and you will see all these value chains creating all these items. Now it's time to thank you all, and these I mean, you can still take a appointments on the platform, and you can also have an idea about the prices and about how to get these products. And I would like to really greet this initiative that started 8 years ago. So we really have to thank all these teamwork that valorize the local products of Tunisia. And I would like to thank your trust, your confidence in your work. And we heard Fawzi Ben Halima, the General Director of the National Board for Handicraft, who said that despite the difficult situation, there is, interesting statistics of exports, and this is an indication that there is a potential. This potential have been, exploited by these craftspeople. So I would like to thank the technical team and all the contributors for organizing this successful meeting. I would like to thank all these craftsmen, craftswomen. You are the wealth of Tunisia. You are, full of resources, and we are grateful to you that you showed us your items, which are also have been developed, modernized according to the needs of these times. So again, this is a Tunisian valuable resource that we would like to market all over the world. Thank you to all of you, and you have the platform again to connect, to take appointments, to buy, and welcome to Tunisia. If you can come to our country, and again, remember that in each item you will hear, you will smell the Tunisian heritage, culture, and that was the first version of this virtual fair, but we will expect for another fair. Actually, you spoke about only 13 items here, but we will definitely have much more from other regions, from other 6 regions. So thank you very much, and looking forward to meeting you again.
ممتاز جدا. العالم مش حاجه كويسه. العالم قاعد يتعلم في هالليزيفينمون هذوما اللي يكونوا. لكن اللي يصير والاهم هو اللي بعد الايفينمون يعني للزاشتار ويمشيوا معناتها الحرفاء. quelques ajustements sur les على الأقل version française ou version ممتاز. نحب نشكر برشا الحرفيين يعني فريمون يعطيكم الصحة. تخيل اللي جاوا سيدي بوزيد